Challenge of male clients wanting to sleep with you.
Think that they need to be accommodative of women.
That's just one example.
Your integrity is more important than anything any man can offer you.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Onweh, and today I'm going to be asking female lawyers what are the challenges they face in the course of their practice, in the course of their duty, and
challenges we face as a female lawyer. Gender. I have had instances where I speak with my clients on phone, invite them to my office, and when they get to my office, they're like, I thought I was speaking to a male lawyer. Then they'll be reserved, but once I'm able to do whatever it is that they want, then they are okay. I try as much as possible to convince them through delivering. Once they see that I'm able to deliver, then they are okay. Then at times, for those female lawyers that are attached to seniors, I've seen some of them complain about sexual harassment. That is it. That's just it.
Thank you very
much. At times, sexual harassment. Okay. But I can't start mentioning names.
When you're employed in a law firm, as maybe you're single or you're married, immediately you give birth, your principal feels that there's a low input of production. Before you know, they begin to, they may not want you to resume after the maternity leave. Some offices don't even give maternity leave. And some when they give maternity leave, there's no pay, there's no even half pay. These are one of the challenges we have. Okay, what about going outside jurisdiction? They feel, a female lawyer cannot go outside jurisdiction. Some law firms feel a female lawyer cannot go to the police station to handle police cases. No.
Okay, so my name is Adirin Solafagwe. I'm a principal partner of In Black and White Legal Practitioners, and it's a delight to be here, and it's a delight to talk about the challenges that women face in the legal profession. So unfortunately, the legal profession doesn't accept that there are women in the legal profession, because we all call ourselves brothers and we all call ourselves gentlemen at the bar. But that being said, in reality, there are women in the bar, and some of the challenges women face is sexual harassment, and today we're going to be talking about that, and the NBA has been good enough to come together to have a policy against sexual harassment. So the questions that we're asking is, are these policies going to be enforceable? Would women have the understanding that yes, somebody has their back? Will there be deterrence for men who have been found guilty? Also, the issue of patriarchy. It's also very difficult sometimes for work-life balance for women, because you have to run family and you also have to be there at work.
well, as a female lawyer, I feel you have a lot of limitations. Now, in your workplace, there are limitations as to the fact that, okay, there are some courts probably outside jurisdictions. Your boss might feel, okay, this is a lady, she's not that strong, she can't travel that far, she can't go outside jurisdiction to handle cases. Now, there are also some places, let's say you have a meeting at maybe the likes of EFCC, you want to meet with the likes of DSS, you feel like a woman cannot actually really handle it properly. It's better for a man to interact with DSS officers or interrogate criminals and all. So you face all those kind of little limitations, knowing fully well that, okay, as a lady, you can as well handle what a man can handle. But they don't see it that way. So that is what I feel about the limitations women experience at their workplace.
Okay, well, first of all, I would say being a female lawyer is very, very beautiful. You have a lot of, let's say, leverages attached to it. A lot of times you want to do things, you say, because this one is a woman. But that thing is also a limitation. Because as they are saying, this is a woman, this is a woman. There are some places or some things you want to do, you will not be able to teach well. But one challenge I have, especially for this conference, is the fact that I have a new baby. And then I've been asking myself, how am I going to do this whole thing? I want to enjoy conference, I want to come. So as a woman, you now start thinking, will you leave your child at home? Who are you going to leave your child with, especially when the child is still very little? But you still want to be a part of it. But I thank God that the conference in their wisdom, were able to make that challenge surmountable, because they created the crutch for us. And we said, yes. And right now you won't understand that my baby is barely 4 months and some days, and I'm just here having fun, very comfortable.
Basically, there are lots of challenges, like some women, when they get married, there's childbearing and all that. It's a setback to some, and like some working in some of the large firms, closing time is also a challenge, because you need to go home and take care of the home front. So with some of these challenges, it's kind of deters some of the women to really give their best. But at least today with the team in our MBA conference, we've been challenged to take the lead. So I believe from now, since we already know what we need to do, we definitely will take the lead.
And I am Chinyere Okorocha. I'm a lawyer by profession, 29 years at the bar, and it's been an interesting experience going up the career ladder as a female lawyer. The fact that you hear about inequality in the workplace, that it exists everywhere. The truth is that it does exist, and there's so many experiences I could share today. But one in particular comes to mind for me. I was on a conference abroad with my male counterparts, and it happens that we get allowances to go on these trips. And at some point, I realized that my male colleagues had gotten more allowances than I did. So we finished the conference, we came back. The conference was an international one, and we came back. And when I inquired, what I was told was that, Chinyere, your husband will pay for you now. Why? These are young men coming up. They don't have anybody to help them. So that's just one example. I've got so many others. I know of a law firm where the rent for the male lawyers is paid, but the rent for female lawyers isn't paid. And the main reason is shrouded in, let's help the young guys out. Someone complained about this to me. So those biases do exist. When you talk about being in a profession where female lawyers don't get certain opportunities just because they're female. For example, going on long trips under the guise of looking after the female lawyer. But there are ways to circumvent this.
My name is Awele Ideal. I'm a lawyer. It's challenges. Initially, when I started legal practice, my challenges as a mother and a wife was being able to balance the home front with my career, because then I was working under somebody, getting the children ready for school, coming back from work, preparing things, getting ready for my cases the next day and all that. So it was a lot of challenges, meeting up. But right now that I have my own chambers, I can't really seem to say I have a lot of challenges. But just one challenge stands out, and that challenge is being a beautiful woman in the legal profession, and you own your own chambers or your own legal practice. The only challenge that comes with it is one, some clients prefer male lawyers to handle their matters, and these male lawyers are always at advantage because they mostly go out, they go to clubs, they go to bars, you go to restaurant, they play football. These are places you meet up clients easily. When they are your teammates in different things, maybe in football match or Scrabble match or whatever, squash game, golfing and all that, you can just meet clients there. But most women, due to the nature of being a wife and mother, we hardly go out. So we have this limited access to clients. That's one. Then two, female lawyers in practice, whether we like to say it or not, I will say it because it has happened. I speak from my own personal experience. One of the challenges I face as a woman, not just a woman, a very beautiful woman, is the challenge of male clients asking you out, wanting to sleep with you. You have known this client for so long, you handle his matters, and the next thing, it turns into sexual harassment or sexual molestation if care is not taken. So having experienced all this, I have been able now to curtail my discussions. I've left everything formal. And when I see a male client trying to cross that line, I put a stop to it. I don't mind returning your file and giving you a stern warning. There was even a male client I took to the police. I wrote a petition against. And he came the road undertaking and begged and apologized never to do it. I didn't stop there. I also returned his file, because I was tired of his sexual harassment. That was a step I took. That I just used him as a scapegoat. So that is one. Then another thing again, another challenge that I have as a female. I've been in my own private practice now for the past 6 years. So one of it again is when you do a case for a client and the wife finds herself uncomfortable with you around her husband, it becomes a problem. Like, for instance, I used to have a client I was doing an EFCC matter for. So along the line, the wife just became unbearably uncomfortable with me. And before I knew what was happening, the man approached me and said, my wife doesn't want, she said she prefers a male lawyer, that she's not comfortable with me having a female. And I said, that means maybe you may be very highly promiscuous. You must have given the woman the room to suspect you and every other woman. But not, tell your wife that not all women are like that. I am an exception to that rubbish. My work is my work and pleasure is pleasure. You're a lawyer for the past how many years? What suddenly changed? Said she just saw you and she just feels uncomfortable. And I said, okay, maybe that is one of also, I just took that as one of the challenges we female lawyers see. So the most important thing, I just listed three. One, the issue of having clients, because we women, we don't go out. We don't engage in sports. Most of us don't engage. Like I am a golfer, because I'm a sports person, but most of my learned sisters don't engage in sports, and thereby they will have a limited clients or limited ways of reaching out to clients. Then two, when the male clients start turning around now to see you as a mistress or start wanting you to turn from lawyer to mistress, that's another challenge. And I'm telling my sisters now, or my learned sisters now, to stand up to it and challenge them. Your integrity is more important than anything any man can offer you. If they succeed, that is how they will tell other people, oh, that one, she's very loose. If they dare succeed, I took one to the police and made sure he slept there for 2 days. I didn't take it lightly with him because I was just tired of cautioning them. So I took that man as a scapegoat. Then the third one is when the wife of your client, your male client, finds herself uncomfortable with you around her husband or with her husband around with you. Whenever the husband tells her she's going to your office to see you and all that, she becomes uncomfortable and unnecessarily suspicious. So that is another challenge we face. But my sisters, we can go past this.
So, but now I feel like many law firms are understanding that they need to be accommodative of women. They're also mentors. Many of our senior lawyers, female lawyers, are mentors to us. Dr. Dada is a mentor, Professor is a mentor. And when you see that there are women who have become professors of law, there are women who have become top partners in law firms, I guess you have to keep going and know that there's hope for you. So these challenges are also basically not limited to the legal profession, but we're here to have more conversations to talk about it, and we hope that today won't just be talk, but we'll see things being enforced and we'll see a new dimension for women through this sexual harassment that's being faced by them.
So for FIDA, what we do basically, we protect, we promote and we preserve the rights of women and children. And advocacy, they say, is key. We've been able to try as much as possible to go into cities, communities and all that to sensitize the people, to allow them and give them more education, enlightenment, so that they'll be able to know their rights and when it's being trampled upon. And basically, we're also available to give our services pro bono, as in free of charge. Give services free of charge, render our services free of charge. And we try as much as possible to enlighten, educate the masses, educate the people, so that they know their rights. Because once they know their rights, they know when such rights has been trampled upon. So basically, that's that for FIDA.
Yes, so I actually run a mentorship academy called Heels and Ladders, and it's basically for young female lawyers trying to rise up the career ladder and trying to overcome all the stereotypical biases that female lawyers face in the workplace. And I teach the tools and tricks that you can use and scale the ladder, making sure you don't fall, looking for people who can help you along the way on the journey. And great thing you're doing here.
Sisters, we can grow past this. I have grown past it. Because whichever way that challenge comes, I am in charge to handle it squarely. So, and that is why I have grown in this legal profession. I've grown as a private practitioner, and I'm still growing. And I'm happy with the progress I have made so far. So that is it. And being a woman, make sure you do your client's job. Advise them squarely, do their job well, so that they can recommend you to other people.